I just watched a video where women were asked about a man who they rated as a perfect 10, but then were told he uses an Android phone instead of an iPhone. Surprisingly, every single one of them said they wouldn't date him because they assumed he didn't have money. They seem to overlook the fact that there are plenty of Android phones in the same price range as iPhones. But the bigger issue here is the money obsession among these women. They seem to believe that only guys with iPhones are worth dating because they must have money. According to these women, guys with Android phones are automatically considered poor. Ever heard of Samsung flagship phones, ladies? Apparently not.
What y'all about to do?
Nothing, we just gonna go eat at Eddie's. What you want?
Shit, see if I can join.
Join? We don't know you.
Get a drink. I ain't gonna sit down with y'all.
You remind me a lot about that.
What are you talking about, man?
There's some type of energy with Bob and get in.
Straight? I might be the better version of.
Yeah, see?
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
Think about it.
He's cute. He look like your type for real. That's all you do.
That's crazy. I'm getting juggled like this, though.
I feel like maybe she's just more for you.
I don't really matter.
It don't matter. Oh, nah, you for everybody. Look at her.
I ain't for everybody. What you mean?
We fucking got him.
It's on.
You can actually come with us to Eddie B's. You have to drop the song too. Why you looking like that? Dang.
Cause I know what type of time y'all on, nigga. This is not even no game.
This obsession with money leads them to overlook other important aspects of a man, such as his character or even his looks. They just want someone who can afford the latest iPhone every year for better pictures on TikTok and Instagram. It's like their main life ambition is tied to material possessions. It's disappointing to see this level of materialism, and it seems to stem from a sense of entitlement. Many women today have an inflated perception of their own worth that isn't necessarily reflected in the real world. Take, for instance, a woman I recently met in her late 30s who had a successful career earning around $35,000 per month. She had built a thriving business and was financially secure. However, she also had 2 young children, including a newborn, which presented its own set of challenges despite her financial success. She asked me for help in finding a man because she's not currently dating. As a single parent, she shared her story with me, expressing her desire for an alpha man who is educated and earns more than she does. This request isn't uncommon, and I've encountered similar situations before. She seemed unaware of her true value in the dating world. In her youth, she was stunningly beautiful, a fact I learned from her social media profile. However, after having 2 children and going through a divorce, her appearance had changed. Despite this, she felt entitled to a better man than her ex-husband, who had left her for someone else.
To be honest, I'd rather just be a little lonelier than deal with all the hassle of dating. I'm really not in a place emotionally and financially where I can deal with sorting through a bunch of misses to find a missus. Nowadays, with dating apps, there's always something new and more exciting just around the corner. So many women I've dated have abruptly broken things off because they found something more exciting. Dating is like taking on a part-time job. I don't have the time or the energy. I'm sure all of you can relate to that. Social media, Hollywood, and porn have really altered the expectations of the general public across the board when looking for a mate. It's actually really messed up psychologically when a person thinks about it. Specifically, unrealistic expectations are held by people who conveniently hold themselves to extremely low standards but feel entitled to the best. More specifically, unrealistic expectations are held by people who act like victims when they're confronted with equally high expectations.
Her expectations of finding a man who is not only an alpha, but also earns more than her, and is willing to accept her and her children into his life seem unrealistic. It's unlikely that men in her age group would be interested in such a situation. As women age, their value in the dating market tends to decline, while men often reach their peak later in life. Men typically peak later in life, often in their late 30s or closer to 40, depending on how well they take care of themselves. However, there's a significant gap in dating dynamics. Women, due to a lifetime of receiving attention, especially from less discerning men, tend to have higher self-esteem and a sense of entitlement that may not align with their actual value, especially to alpha males who prefer younger, single women. This attention is often fueled by social media. For example, A woman who earns over $30,000 per month, runs her own business, and has a sizable following may receive admiration and attention. However, despite her success, most men, especially alphas, would not consider her a suitable partner. Women, in general, tend to date and marry up the socioeconomic ladder. While they may engage in short-term affairs with alphas, long-term relationships often follow the hypergamous pattern of dating and marrying up. Today's women often overestimate their value in the dating market, leading to unrealistic expectations. Coming to terms with this reality can be challenging for women. They may struggle to accept that their value in the dating market diminishes over time, and that they may need to adjust their expectations accordingly. Regardless of their financial success, women should have a more realistic understanding of their worth in the dating world. They don't reveal it to men, who are often unaware. Women share their wealth with men who don't reciprocate consistently. They hope to meet someone more prosperous who meets all their criteria and will share his wealth with them for life. When a man evaluates a woman, he is initially drawn to her physical appearance. Then, he considers her personality, which takes longer to assess. Even if a woman is a perfect 10 in looks, if her personality is a 2, her overall appeal drops to a 6. A high-quality man will not settle for a woman of this caliber, as he believes he deserves better. So why do modern women struggle with accepting reality? It's because they often end relationships over minor or trivial issues. While this may not be surprising given the current dating landscape, let me provide an example to illustrate. Modern women lose out when they seek perfection. Imagine a man who seems to have it all: a six-pack, stands 6 feet tall, earns a six-figure income, drives a nice car, lives in a luxurious apartment, and has a successful career. Additionally, he is attractive, outgoing, and well-liked. He ticks all the boxes and meets her criteria, seemingly the man of her dreams that every modern woman fantasizes about. Despite recognizing that he possessed every desirable trait she was seeking, she rejected him simply because he drove an older car. Her behavior was both foolish and immature. When a friend asked what had transpired, knowing that this man would make an excellent husband and father, she callously dismissed him because of his choice of vehicle. This incident highlights just one reason why finding a good woman can be challenging for men. Despite living in a supposedly tolerant era where consumerism is frowned upon, many modern women still exhibit materialistic tendencies and are willing to discard a partner for trivial reasons. Consider this: the car may be old, but it runs smoothly, has functioning windows, and provides comfortable transportation. Yet, she chose to prioritize a shallow preference over a genuinely good man. Cars are not easily replaceable, but changing a shallow mindset should be simpler. This illustrates the endless nature of some women's obsession with money. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.